to get up early. I got to be on time.
If you go to work early and come home late, you're a Ford kind of guy.
It's Truck Month. We challenge you to find a better deal than on Ford's tough line of pickups.
Nobody else has a lineup of trucks like Ford.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months or up to $5,500 cash back on F-Series. That's great savings during Truck Month. Because I'm built Ford tough.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as light.
On the next Scrubs.
So how's your rage going? Better.
Advice is like medicine.
What's that supposed to mean?
Easy to give.
No matter where you go in life, always keep an eye out for Johnny the Tackling Alzheimer's patient.
And hard to take. Next Scrubs. Monday at 7 on Fox 43.
I loaned the car to George. Oh, yeah.
Just put it in the garage.
Just can't. Nobody in my family can pay for parking. It's a sickness.
George loses his parking space.
You're not getting that space. And I'll sleep in my car if I have to.
I'll die out here.
And everyone's picking sides.
I go in front first all the time. Oh, front first. That's how you park when you're pulling a bank job.
On the next, Seinfeld.
Monday at 7:30 on Fox 43. Seinfeld, weeknights at 7:30 and 11 on Fox 43.
You're watching Fox Sports, home to Major League Baseball, the National Football League, NASCAR, and the new home of the BCS. This is America's #1 sports network.
Gather round, children, and heed my warnings of this hallowed week age. See the happy trick-or-treaters. They are in danger, for this game makes you deranged. Don't be afraid. No one is safe.
He was rolled over and buried in the pile.
There may be witchcraft afoot.
Fox is gonna win today.
The kick. It is good. Matt Bryant is my hero.
Today, these pirates sail to the land of giants. Can you hear that? Midway monsters are lurking. Monsters that have yet to be defeated. And cats are watching, waiting to pounce. But the birds of prey do not scare easily. You are in grave danger. But the brave will continue watching the one and only Ford Fox NFL Sunday.
It's Halloween time, and today the NFL on Fox features some Bears, Bengals, and Buccaneers. Also, Michael Vick, Tiki Barber, and Sean Merriman. Just some of the scary names playing big games today on Fox. Hello again, everyone. I'm Curt Menefee. Welcome to Fox NFL Sunday. Joe Buck is back next week. Joining me, though, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy. Fellas, you guys dressing up for Halloween?
From the neck up, my man over here. By the way, that smile, that's good. I like it when you smile like that.
That's because I see you, and whenever I see you, it brings warmth to my heart.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? Our producer, Scott Ackerson, suggested a Halloween costume for me. He says I should dress like Rerun from What's Happening. Now, I go, a couple things. First of all, my hair is not that nappy. That's brutal. And I'm not that fat. Okay?
You're big bone.
I'm big bone. Thank you very much.
A lot of people say they're big bone, but you really are.
Thank you. All right. Speaking of What's Happening, it's time now for the DirecTV Fox News Watch. Today, the 4-2 Cincinnati Bengals host the 4-2 Atlanta Falcons, and it should be a good one. Last week against Pittsburgh, Falcons quarterback Michael Vick threw 4 touchdown passes for the first time ever as a pro. Heck, he never even thrown 3 in a game before. By the way, Vick's big game came right after he called out the coaching staff to open up the offense. More on that in a bit. For Cincinnati, their 2-game losing streak ended when they beat the the Carolina Panthers.
It's going down this Sunday. I'm celebrating. I'm going to score. I'm going to score more than once. I'm going to celebrate. TJ, you want to get fined this week? I'm going to pay it. TJ, I'm back. Man, look, I'm going to celebrate.
And so Chad Johnson is back talking so much trash that we can't even get to him before he gets rolling. But, you know.
Slow down, rerun. Slow down, rerun.
Well, let me ask you this. Chad Johnson's talking trash, getting ready to face Atlanta. You like that?
Oh, you know what? I'm not doing it. I know what. I keep my mouth shut, especially if I'm going up against D'Angelo Hall, who will be on top of him. So Chad says he will cut off his mohawk if he doesn't score a touchdown pass reception. And I'm thinking he knows he's not going to catch a touchdown pass because he hates his mohawk as much as we hate it, and therefore the other guys will catch the touchdowns. He won't, and then he can cut it off.
That's what's been at. T.J. Hushman's out is the guy that's benefited the most.
And keep in mind, Chris Henry is back today as well. All right, a couple of first-place teams go at it as the Ravens visit the Saints. It's been a magical season in New Orleans. The Superdome is back, the fans are back, and the Saints, well, they take a backseat to no one in the NFC South. They're 5-1 on the year, and Sean Payton is a candidate for Coach of the Year. Meanwhile, the Ravens have dropped 2 straight. Even after bringing in Steve McNair, Baltimore's offense ranked just 28th in the National Football League. So what does Brian Billick do? He fires one of his best friends, Jim Fossil, as the offensive coordinator. Billick will call all the plays from now on. Billick and Fossil, old buddies. Jimmy, if you thought Terry was bringing down the show, would you fire him?
Oh, please. Hey, Fossil's a scapegoat. You know, Brian Billick, he was an offensive guru when he went to Baltimore. In reality, he's been running the offense the entire time. Don't look for any changes. They're going to run the ball. He'll probably have a couple little trick plays just to show some input.
So you say you don't like him?
No, I like him fine, but, you know, he's been running the offense.
He's a terrible offensive
Well, let me ask you this.
He needed a scapegoat.
No, well, whether scapegoat or not, if this offense does not change, will Billick be the next one out?
Well, that could happen. You know, if you lose in the NFL, they send you on your way.
Goats are an endangered species in the NFL.
Coaches don't hang very long in the NFL.
Right. Rerun is moving on. The Buccaneers, well, their ship sails into New York to face the Giants. Tampa Bay got its hand back in the playoff picture. Hey, thanks, big fella. Thanks to the foot of Matt Bryant. Buck fans had to be thrilled with a 62-yard kick, but a bit worried it came down to that, considering they led 17-0 in the third quarter. As for the G-men, for them, nothing could be sweeter than humiliating Dallas on Monday night. Big Blue is now in first in the NFC East, 3-0 in the division, with road wins over both Dallas and Philadelphia. So I ask you, who are the New York Football Giants? The team that looked really good the last 2 weeks, or the one that started out 1-2 and was slaughtered by Seattle, Howie?
They're a really good football team. They blew up their secondary from last year, all new secondary. Didn't look good in the first 3 weeks. Indianapolis, Philly, and Seattle was a debacle. Simplified the defense. OCU Manura out this week, and I'm hearing it could be a month that he's out. Matthias Kiwanuka, Boston College rookie defensive end. And the best defensive end on that football team last year was Michael Strahan. The best defensive end on that football team this year is Michael Strahan. Forget about the numbers.
All right, let's move on to Carolina, where the circus is indeed coming to town. This week's controversy, no, not T.O., but Romo or Bledsoe. For now, the winner is Tony Romo at quarterback for the Cowboys, but he won't keep the job for long if he throws 3 interceptions and a half like he did against the Giants on Monday night. On the other side, the Panthers' 4-game win streak came to an abrupt end last week in Cincinnati when Jake Delhomme threw this foolish end zone interception. So, TV, let's get back to the Cowboys. And the real question, who should start, Romo or Bledsoe?
Well, Bill Parcells had some great advice from some of the most respected football minds in the NFL, and that's saying a lot. During training camp, Ron Wolf told Bill that he should start Tony Romo. The problem with, and this is where I really respect Parcells, is the fact he loves Bledsoe for what he has always brought to him, and it's very hard to put this happen.
Hey, Terry, the only thing, if Bill Parcells is happy, he should let his face know it. Because I see a coach that's not happy. You know, been there.
I was going to say, been there in that same situation before. All right.
No, actually it was Miami, Curt.
Well, I guess winning 2 Super Bowls will make you happy. Could this be a championship preview in the AFC? Is Denver host Indianapolis? Yeah, Peyton Manning is still Peyton Manning, leading the conference in just about every passing category, but he knows that Judgment Day will come for him when it comes to the postseason. Regular season does not matter. The Broncos, on the other hand, still have quarterback issues. They have yet to score 20 points in the game, and you know what? If it wasn't for their dominating defense, which has allowed just 2 touchdowns all year, who knows where the Broncos would be. Howie, if Jake Plummer beats the Colts tonight, will it finally put to rest all this talk about playing Jay Cutler?
No. Cleveland was a great example last week. I want to talk about Peyton Manning. You know, a lot of superlatives have been thrown at Peyton Manning. As you mentioned, he's short of the world championship, but the performance he had last week, particularly in the second half versus the Washington Redskins, he was beaten, battered, knocked down, hit, almost decapitated in the first half. Showed me more in the second half of that football game. His toughness that he showed me in the second half of that football game was probably as impressive as anything he's done on the football field.
You have $11 million a year. I'll face a chainsaw.
You'd have $11 million if you'd stop saying 4 simple words. I do, and we're done.
Wow, there's the shot of the day. All right, let's keep the Fox News watch going with a guy who always has plenty to say, our inside guy, Jay Glazer. Jay, we got a Halloween costume on. What's going on, big fella?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's not Halloween?
No, the road game finally worked, buddy. Oh, man, 17 years, and it's all just kicked in on one day.
The magic of television, right?
Happy Halloween, everybody there.
Well, same to you, brother. All right, you are in Kansas City, and I know you talked to the Seahawks last night. The question is Sean Alexander about to come back?
Yeah, I actually talked to Sean Alexander about 24 or 36 hours ago. He said he's going to take another X-ray MRI tomorrow. As long as it doesn't show a big crack in there, well, he's back. He said he'll play next week. Mike Holmgren confirmed as much, but Sean said to me that he'll come back, practice as much as he can on Wednesday, but he fully expects to start in their next game.
All right, while you're in KC, I hear from you that there's a chance that Tony Gonzalez might not be a Chief next year?
Well, how about this? Tony told me this week that he actually will void his contract after this year, and he's now scheduled to become an unrestricted free agent, perhaps a surprise addition to that free agent list. Now, I talked to Tony about it. He said, I'd love to finish my career as Chief, but I'm also a realist. I understand what happens inside the NFL. We've had contract talks recently, even talked to him again this week, but he said there is a real possibility I won't be a Chief next year. Now, I talked to people inside the Chiefs. They said there's no way Carl Peterson will let him go. Again, Tony says, I understand what they're saying, but it's also a business decision here. Now, the other news out here, Damon Heward, I was with him when it was warming up this morning, came off of warm-ups. He said, look, I'm going to start today. I don't feel good. In fact, he said, quote, I feel like garbage, but I'm going to give it as much as I can. Herm Edwards just said to me, he told the youngster, Brody Coyle, you better be ready at any moment.
All right, thanks a lot, Jay, for the insight and the hairpiece. We appreciate it.
You got it, buddy.
All right, see you next week. Well, you know, last week, 4 of the top 5 positions in the BCS changed. Now, this week, you can guarantee there'll be more movement after a stunning upset yesterday in Corvallis. The USC Trojans had a 27-game Pac-10 win streak on the line, and it disappeared. Oregon State's Matt Moore to Joe Newton gives the Beavers the lead, and they kept it going. 2 minutes later, Sammy Strouder returns the punt 69 yards for the touchdown. It's 30-10, but USC begins to come back. John David Booty finds Steve Smith. Must be something in the name. 2-yard touchdown. They needed a 2-point conversion. No, you got to like that, Howie. Jeff Van Orso blocks it, and that does it. The win streak is over. Oregon State knocks off USC 33-31, the final. So there will be movement when we bring you the new BCS standings. That comes out later today, and the only place you can get it is right here on Fox. Wisconsin's Barry Alvarez will help us break it all down. The updated BCS standings on the AT&T postgame show immediately following today's early NFL games. And, of course, it all leads up to the Bowl Championship Series this January, the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the All-State Sugar Bowl, and then the big one, the Tostitos BCS Championship game. And it's all on one network right here on Fox. All right, up next, Beauty and the Beast, Jillian Barbary and Frank Caliendo. But here's what else is on tap.
still ahead on the one and only fourth Fox NFL Sunday. The Bears remain the NFC's last undefeated team. Are they scary good or just a little lucky to be 6-0?
Do you think the Bears have the respect they should have, being 6-0?
I don't care.
Then, it's only week 8 in the NFL, but Jimmy can't wait to give you his top 10 stories so far. It's some good.
And the Saints go to 5-1 on the year. Are they legitimate? Yes.
And some bad.
If you want to crown them, then crown them.
Also, are the Patriots back in Super Bowl form? Is the greatest show on turf back in St. Louis? And what's the key to winning the Colts-Broncos showdown?
And take that game to a whole another level. That's fun.
Plus, don't forget Jillian's weather, and you'll be shocked by Frank's Halloween costume.
Hey, get out of here!
It's all next on the one and only fourth Fox NFL Sunday.
Super Duty, the most capable pickup in America. Bold moves. They happen every day.
Shall we raise our shields, Captain?
At ease, Mr. Chekhov. Again with the shields. I wish he'd just relax and enjoy the amazing picture clarity of the DirecTV HD we just hooked up. With what Starfleet just ponied up for this big screen TV, settling for cable would be illogical. What? I can't use that line?
For picture quality that beats cable, you've got to get DirecTV.
My clothes didn't fit.
Ear infection? Double. Wasn't it double ear infection? She bumped her head.
I couldn't sleep. I typed in anxiety.
I typed in depression.
Diabetes. Sexual health.
WebMD has information that used to be scattered in millions of places.
All in one place.
Organized information.
Medically reviewed. So we trust it.
I don't need millions of answers.
Just one good one.
More than 30 million people come to WebMD every month. WebMD. Better information, better health.
Okay, looking good. Noel, with your good driving record and your son's good grades, I think we can save you a few $100.
That's great.
State Farm's got football fever.
Never get used to that.
You'll get it too.
That was excellent. They love this time of year.
To see how much you can save, call an agent or visit statefarm.com.
It's the one and only fourth Fox NFL Sunday, sponsored by Ford F-Series. Where there's an F-Series, expect bold moves built Ford tough. By DirecTV, there's good TV, there's better TV, and then there's DirecTV. By Visa, go on, live life, and remember that no matter what it takes, life takes Visa. And by State Farm, great service, great rates. Nobody takes care of you like State Farm.
Looking for something.
Where's the gold?
I got tired of people taking it. So I got a Visa check card. And if this gets stolen, I'm not liable for any fraudulent charges. And I get all that money back.
Bragging. The Visa check card. Safer, better money. Life takes Visa.
The Bowl Championship Series in HD comes to Fox, January 2007.
Get ready for a ride of your life.
The fuel-efficient 2006 Toyota Sienna earned 5-star ratings in 3 separate categories. You'll feel safer with features like 3-row side curtain airbags and child protector door locks. Sienna also seats up to 8, and kids will love the MP3 capability and options like wireless entertainment. Sienna has everything your kids want and everything you need. Toyota, moving forward.
In business, time is money, and now is the time. It's commercial truck season at Kimnock Ford. Save on every truck for every job. From new Ford Rangers, F-Series, and Super Duties, all the way up to work vans, dump trucks, landscapers, and a new Ford LCF. Get cash rebates up to $5,500 or special finance rates as low as 0%. Stop by and see Jim Gordon, Ray Highsmith, or David Prince, and choose from the largest inventory of commercial trucks in Hampton Roads. It's commercial truck season. Kimnock Ford leading the way.
The NFL on TV. It's great. The action. The excitement. There's only one thing better. Being there. Catch NFL action live. Be there in person with Great Atlantic Travel. Watch the Redskins, Cowboys, Panthers, and Falcons taking on exciting teams like the Steelers, Colts, Eagles, Giants, Buccaneers, Ravens, Raiders, and Vikings. Be there with Great Atlantic Travel. Call 422-9001. 422-9001.
The NFL is back on NBC tonight at 8 on Wavy TV 10.
As we welcome you back to Fox NFL Sunday, if you remember last week in Atlanta, Big Ben got his bell rung by the Falcons. That landed Roethlisberger on our WebMD injury report. Pittsburgh's quarterback suffered a concussion, and when you add his off-season motorcycle accident, that's his second one in the past 5 months. In a controversial decision, Big Ben will start today in Oakland. And Terry, we all know that concussions are a serious matter. The question is starting Ben the right move today long-term for him?
No, not as well as your backup. Charlie Batch has been playing with 5 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Charlie Batch, I'm speaking of. I would not play Ben Roethlisberger. If he gets a 3rd concussion, I think he's through for the year. Play Batch, let Ben rest another week.
Well, Ben insists on playing, but maybe he's hard-headed. Maybe that's the problem. All right,
he's not hard-headed enough.
Speaking of hard heads, it's now time for Frank Caliendo. Frank's in a slump. He was only 1-3 last week, so today he gets some help from another guy in a slump. Sweet irony.
Hello, America. Recently, there was a movie that made a comedian a president. So I thought, why not the other way around, huh? Hey, how you folks doing tonight? Well, last week in the NFL, that was crazier than Kim Jong-il. Bucks Matt Brown kicks a 62-yard field goal to beat the Eagles. Kids showed more legs than Jessica Simpson. Ooh, those Lions, how about those guys down in Detroit? I know I like to say, stay the course, but it's not working for you guys. You know, the Lions are in such bad shape that Madonna's offered to adopt them. Ah! Brought it back, huh? Looks like the NFL's going to play some games abroad. By abroad, I don't mean on Pam Anderson. Who gave you the night off? Anyways, guys like Ray Lewis playing in Europe, I got to tell you, France has already surrendered. You know who does look good? The Saints. The way Sean Payton's rebuilding New Orleans, I'm thinking about making him the new director of FEMA. Oh! Don't forget to tip your waitresses, by the way. Hey, I got a tip for you. Don't go hunting with Cheney. Bang. I'm kidding. Dick's a good guy. You know what his favorite offensive formation is? The shotgun. Bang, bang. Double shots on that one. What else going on here? Hey, anybody need a 4th for golf? Drew Bledsoe's got some time on his hands. See him last Monday night? Neither did I in the second half. Poor guy couldn't throw a poker game. Next time I make an arms deal, I'll try and get an extra one for the Cowboys. All right, time for some picks. This week I'll go with the Bengals to beat the Falcons, the Eagles to top the Jaguars. Give me the Chiefs to beat the Seahawks, and for an upset, I'll go with the Colts to beat the Broncos. All right, time for one more joke. Terry Bradshaw and Howie Long walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Ain't you the TV guys?" Terry says, "Oh, proud of himself." "Sure are." Bartender says, "Well, get back here and fix the dang thing before the game starts." Hey, I'll be here for 2 more years. Try the veal. Back to you.
Oh, you boys got the union card there? That's not funny.
That's as funny as he's been in a long time.
Rerun. That's
I'm
not
new
funny.
guy. See, you don't even know who Rerun is, do you? You don't know.
I know who that is.
You are pretending. All right, we all know who this is. This is Jillian Barbary back with the weather. Jillian, Halloween mood? You got parties to go to, I'm sure.
Hey, I certainly do.
What's happening?
You know, I like to go as Terry's ex-wives. That's why I have a lot of costume options. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at what's happening weather-wise. Come on, this is my last week. I don't get to slam you anymore.
Bringing it back around.
Bringing it back around. Here we go. We have a big, strong weather system. It's creating a tight pressure gradient out east. New York, about 250,000 people without power because of these storms. As the low moves east, the very tight pressure gradient creating those gusty winds. The power outages, though, 250,000 people without power. 54-mile-per-hour wind peaks. That means sustained winds 20 to 30 miles per hour will be the norm today with gusts 40 to 50, as I mentioned. So for the Bucks and the Giants today, not the best of football conditions, windy and cold. Jags, Eagles, same sort of scenario, windy conditions, although they will be under lots of sunny skies. That's it, you guys. I know, Terry, you're going to miss the weather, but you're going to be out in the
windy and cold. That reminds me of one of my ex-wives.
Enjoy the field.
And Rich. Let's not forget Rich.
Thanks a lot for joining us this last 3 weeks, Jordan.
Thank you.
We'll miss you. All right.
All right. You okay at home? Marriage okay?
Everything's
I
great.
think
In fact, he's
everything's
visiting
fine,
today.
TV. All right.
Thank you.
We are fine, but we are just beginning right here on the one and only Fox NFL Sunday.
Coming up next.
He's off to the races. Did he catch him? No, I don't think so.
What's been the best NFL story after 2 months? What's been the worst? Jimmy Johnson breaks it all down. In Chicago, the Bears may be back, but certainly aren't invincible.
If you want to crowd them, then crowd them.
Find out why a bad win can be better than a big win.
The Bears steal one from Arizona. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out.
4 touchdown passes. Now what? Check out what's in store for Vic's Falcons in Jungle. And what will Seattle do without Hasselbeck and Alexander? These answers and more ahead on the one and only 4th Fox NFL Sunday.
Dell doesn't just keep our business running. Dell keeps it growing. Because Dell technology is easier to scale. But even better, Dell designs it all around our business and where it's going. So they not only deliver the right solution for today, they help us map out a plan for tomorrow.
Dell PowerEdge 2950 servers feature the reliability of dual-core Intel Xeon processors. It's your enterprise, so every Dell solution is purely you.
I gotta tell you, business is booming. FedEx helps solve all our shipping challenges. Overnight, ground, even the heavy stuff. FedEx Express also ships internationally. These things are selling like hotcakes in India. India, huh? Now, isn't it difficult to ship there, you know, with customs and all? Yeah. With online tools and a dedicated customer service team, FedEx makes it easy.
Goose, this is Iceman. We've got a wild bird.
FedEx. International shipping made easy.
We're playing San Diego. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. And puked in between. And that's when I knew it.
I felt like I was playing with little kids and I was a grown man, like Superman.
I ran the fastest 40 at the camp, and I was still 15 years old. So that's when I knew I was going to be pretty good. Oh, yeah.
1,800 players, 1,800 stories, one outfitter.
He wants to do it.
Guys, quiet down. This is my guy.
Trust me, Julius Jones is useless against the 3-4 defense. Pull him out of your fantasy lineup.
Tic-tac, you got to do it.
I'm going to yank him.
Touchdown, Jones. Another touchdown by Jones. Another touchdown by Jones. Hope you had him in your fantasy lineup.
Fantasy Rule 12. Use your head. Trust your gut.
A career day for Jones. Did you see that?
Only trust the experts at NFL.com.
State Farm covers the field. Sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, providing insurance and financial services.
And welcome back. After this weekend, it'll be 2 months down, 2 months to go. So, Jimmy, we're at the halfway point. What are your 10 best and worst moments so far?
Well, Kurt, you know, when the season starts, everybody says, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. Now, some of the teams are saying, we still got a shot. Some teams are saying, we might have a shot at getting the Notre Dame quarterback, Brady Quinn.
The undefeated Bears have been a pleasure to watch this season. Now they have an explosive offense to go along with a dynamite defense.
Down he goes!
I know they've won a couple of games they shouldn't have, but that's the mark of a true champion. It's been a disaster in the desert for Dennis Green. A free agent bust, blown leads, and a personal meltdown.
If you want to crowd them, then crowd them.
Assistant coaches shouldn't be used as scapegoats. Jim Fossil, Maurice Carthon, and Keith Rowan deserve better. Tom Brady and Steve Smith are superstars carrying their teams. Brady's doing it with an ordinary group of receivers, yet he's been extraordinary. Difference maker Smith revitalized the 0-2 Panthers. Since returning, he has 579 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, and Carolina's 4-1. Let's face it, Dallas is a debacle.
Get your information right before you start making statements like that.
T.O. has been a distraction on and off the field as predicted.
Wide open, and he dropped it. And Mr. Motormouth drops an easy one.
Now there's a quarterback controversy. Big D's biggest disappointment? Surprisingly, the defense. It's in shambles.
I know you like to say.
I like the way Donovan McNabb has rebounded after all that mess last season.
Is he a weapon or what? Can you say impact?
This rookie coaching crop has made an impact. Sean Payton, Brad Childress, Scott Linehan, and Eric Mangini have restored order to once dysfunctional franchises. The behavior of players on and off the field has been shameful. In Cincinnati, 6 players have had serious run-ins with the law. In San Diego, 5 incidents have made the police blotter, and Sean Merriman's been accused of using steroids. This senseless behavior now has made its way onto the playing field.
Ainsworth has been disqualified. Oh, my gosh. That's uncalled for, man.
The Miami Dolphins are the biggest disappointment of the young season. Many experts picked them as a Super Bowl contender. Instead, they are pathetic, and now their coach is questioning their intellect.
And you guys can keep asking me. I don't know how to coach mess-ups.
Coach, how do you rate your performance? And did you bring in 37 of these so-called mess-ups? The Saints are here. This organization's turnaround is nothing short of amazing. First-year head coach Sean Payton ignited a team doomed for failure. Drew Brees is the top free agent pickup of the year, and #1 draft pick Reggie Bush is thrilling the sold-out Dome. The New Orleans Saints are the best story thus far in 2006.
Howie, one thing you can say, in today's NFL, it is never dull. Dallas's defense is... Well, a shambles? Don't kill the messenger. I'm just reading the script.
So that wasn't your word. Minutes ago. Wait a minute.
Hey, you mailed it in. Mr. and Mrs. Curt, I'm telling your son did a great job on that piece.
Oh,
I'm
man.
devastated.
How about him bailing out on that very quickly? All right, still ahead is Bill Parcells out in Big D. That and much more.
Wow. Still ahead.
And the New England Patriots will be the first dynasty of the 21st century.
Brady, Belichick, still good. Why is New England so good year in and year out?
Wow.
Excuses?
I'm sorry.
Excuses.
And I will try to get it straightened out as soon as possible.
Find out why Chargers linebacker Sean Merriman's explanation on steroids won't sit with the NFL in rapid fire. Is Brian Urlacher the best middle linebacker in Bears history? Can the Bengals beat down the NFC South for the second straight week? All that, plus the latest updates from all of our game sites. It's all straight ahead on the one and only Ford Fox NFL Sunday.
Shall we raise our shields, Captain?
At ease, Mr. Chekhov. Again with the shields. I wish he'd just relax and enjoy the amazing picture clarity of the DirecTV HD we just hooked up. With what Starfleet just ponied up for this big screen TV, settling for cable would be illogical. What? I can't use that line?
For picture quality that beats cable, you've got to get DirecTV.
Have you heard? Radio Shack is sponsoring the Rolling Stones A Bigger Bang Tour in 17 American cities. And you can enter a Bigger Bang sweepstakes with hundreds of prizes. While you're at Radio Shack, check out our great new lineup of LCD HD TVs. Oh, yeah!
For Bigger Bang and LCD HD TVs, go to your neighborhood Radio Shack.
It's the most anticipated game show of the year.
We don't stop at $1 million or $2 million or even $10 million.
But to get rich, they'll have to beat the list.
List 40 Disney movies.
I'm gonna have a heart attack in here.
The Rich List premieres 9, 8 Central after Bones Fox Wednesday.
Get ready for a ride of your
The Toyota Tacoma is far and away one of the best compact trucks ever offered to the American public. In fact, the Pre-Runner has the best resale value of any pickup, and some Tacomas are among the highest EPA estimates in their class. All Tacomas have a spacious interior and a composite bed that won't rust, and 4x4 V6 models have a towing capacity up to 6,500 pounds. Toyota, moving forward.
If you're drinking, plan not to drive. Checkpoint Strike Force is out there stopping drunk drivers. Drunk driving over the limit under arrest.
He's the original sitcom gigolo. He's George Costanza's father, but he's also the father of Carrie Heffernan. What? This love machine gets around. In fact, some believe he's fathered other sitcom children. Can you see the resemblance? Decide for yourself. Watch the Fox 43 comedies every weeknight. King of Queens at 6, That 70s Show at 6:30, Scrubs at 7, and Seinfeld at 7:30. The Fox 43 comedy lineup, home of the original sitcom gigolo.
You're going to see some parallel parking.
George loses his parking space.
You're not getting that space, and I'll sleep in my car if I have to. I'll die out here.
Next, Seinfeld.
Monday at 7:30 on Fox 43. King of Queens, weeknights at 6 on Fox 43. Scrubs, weeknights at 7 and 11:30 on Fox 43.
I'm back. 85 is back. D'Angelo Fall. Do not say Hall.
Can't wait to go out there and get a little piece of Chad Johnson.
How do you stop 85?
3-pick day. I don't care if they put 5 people on me. I'm going to get it done this week.
All right, guys, Falcons and Bengals, plenty of storylines. You got Chad versus D'Angelo. Of course, you got Palmer and Vic. Meanwhile, in another case of bad timing, you know what? Remember back when Terry said that Mark Brunell's best days were behind him just before Brunell went out and completed an NFL record 22 straight passes against Houston? Well, here's what happened last week before Michael Vick threw 4 TD passes against Pittsburgh. With Vick talking about the way they're coaching and not getting the ball downfield, is this the end for Jim Mora?
Michael Vick needs to shut up and let Knapp run that offense. You know what? Just go out there and execute. If otherwise, put Schaub in. Is that his name from Virginia?
Matt Schaub.
Put him in there. But Michael Vick needs to shut up, run that offense, and let other people point out the mistakes of the offense, not Michael Vick.
So, TB, what was your point?
Well, so I got a little strong there. It's all about consistency in the NFL. Let's see Michael Vick throw for 4 this week. The point is this. I'm old school, folks. This is live television. Shouldn't have said shut up. I tell my kids, don't ever say that. That was a bad choice. But my point, being old school, I don't like it when we give so much power to these young athletes, our stars today, and then have them say, I need a coach, I need this, or I need that. To me, it just looks bad. And we sit there, and then they're the what? You always like to say the face of the franchise. Well, you know what? Then really be quiet. Let other people do your talk. Play the game of football. That's all I'm asking.
I think what you're trying to say is Michael Vick is the face of that franchise.
Exactly.
And when he says something, it holds great weight, both outside of that locker room and inside that locker room. And when he says something like that, where I'm longing for Dan Reeves, it puts Jim Moore Jr. in a bad spot.
Jim Moore says wonderful things about him.
Hey, but on the field, he is a very talented running quarterback who is very inconsistent throwing the ball, but they can win that way.
I wish I had a head full of hair. I wish I looked like Brad Pitt. I wish I needed to weigh 215 pounds. I wish.
To what? 215?
215. Okay, I got a little fluid thing right now.
Let's talk about the squad that is putting it together very well right now. The Chicago Bears, they are perfect 6-0, but in their last game against Arizona, they were far from perfect. Rex Grossman turned it over 6 times, and late in the game, Chicago trailed by 20 points, but somehow they pulled off a Monday night miracle. So, is an ugly win better than a blowout win? I took my broad shoulders to the city of big shoulders to find out.
That idea, think that night we were a team of destiny, and I hope that we're a team of destiny this year.
Not even a lousy game by its quarterback can stop a team that believes in destiny.
You had an interesting quote this week. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being stupid. Which one were you against Arizona?
Arizona, I was a little bit stupid, and especially on a few plays. But you got to be aggressive, but you got to make sure you're not forcing anything. And I don't think I'm there yet where people will say that's just a bad game. And any quarterback in this league has too many games like that. They're going to be in trouble.
I'm up on the tying wire. One side's ice and one is fire.
Now, you know everybody loves the backup quarterback. How many more games can he have like that before you and everyone else starts thinking about Brian Griese?
Rex is our starting quarterback.
That's it.
Period. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Once Rex came out and he had 5 straight games of, good production, good performances, people stopped talking about Brian. So, I mean, it's always going to be lingering there because pressure can do 2 things. It can make a diamond or it can crumble you. We'll just have to see what happens with Rex. And I think the best is yet to come, though.
You said it lingers there. Does it linger at all in the locker room?
Well, I mean, it's always there. I mean, when you look at the depth chart, we have a lot of depth at every single position. And we can count on Rex. I mean, I still believe that we can count on Rex.
In addition to the field, Moose Muhammad and Rex Grossman can count on each other in their new Pro Bowl commercial. Maybe.
Background action.
I'll vote for you if you vote for me.
Done. How many times you voted for Moose?
Actually, I haven't voted for Moose.
You want me to tell you how many times Rex told me he voted for you?
How many?
None.
Okay. Well, I haven't voted for Rex either, but I mean, hey, it was fun. It was fun doing it.
This week, Chicago's locker room was the fun place to be. But after Brian Urlacher almost got beamed, it put him back in a cantankerous mood.
Do you think the Bears have the respect that they should have, being 6-0?
I don't care.
You don't care at all?
I really don't care what people think about us. Turn the film on, they'll see what we are. That's the way I feel about that.
People say 6-0, but then they also say
they're in the NFC North.
And they play the Lions and the Packers.
Still got to win those games.
The Chicago Bears are back.
The joy of 6 may soon become 16-0. And just like the '85 Bears, could a Super Bowl shuffle video loom on the horizon?
I'm the Punky QB known as
Rex Grossman.
I'll be the Jim McMahon and have the headband on and sunglasses. All that's fun, but we're only 6-0. We got a long way to go.
The Chicago Bears are back.
Now, the reason they still believe, they've got the #1 scoring offense and #2 scoring defense in the league. So despite that little stumble, they think that they have something special going. And I ask you, Jimmy, might we be headed to Chicago for the NFC Championship game this year?
Curt, only 2 NFC teams have an easier remaining schedule. Home field advantage, win 1 game, then you're in the championship game. Hey, might as well crown them right now. Well, I think the Bears are hopeful that the performance in Arizona at the quarterback position was an anomaly. Arizona does lead the league in turnovers on defense, and Ricky Manning Jr. awaiting his fate in terms of an NFL suspension, possible suspension. Mike Brown, great player for them, makes a lot of plays. That really hurts them. If they had a weakness at the end of the year last year, it was at the quarterback position and the secondary. That could be an issue down the road. Lovie Smith, head coach of the Bears, 16 wins, and at the last 18 games, not bad. Lovie Smith deserves a huge pay increase. Jerry Angelo, under Hugh Culverhouse, the owner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, known down there to be tight with their money and bonuses if you could do that. Don't let that apply here. Don't run this coach off. Jerry, show him the money. $5 million, $6 million, whatever it takes, pay Lovie Smith.
The disappointing thing to Lovie is it's that Angelo is not stepping in with Phillips, who does the negotiating for the Bears, and saying, this is our guy, get this thing done. I think that's a disappointing thing. I don't think Lovie Smith will forget that.
Yeah, Lovie makes about $1.5 million. There are other coaches making $5 and $7 million.
There are coordinators making more than my man.
You know what? It's rapid fire time, guys. So many cards, so little time, so let's get right to it. All right, beginning with the Seattle Seahawks, they've got no Hasselbeck for a month. Sean Alexander out at least until next week. Could this team actually not make the playoffs this year?
Oh, they'll make the playoffs. Please. I mean, Seneca Wallace is at quarterback? Yeah, I mean, even with a couple of losses here in the next month or so, they're going to make the playoffs.
No doubt in your mind.
No, I absolutely.
Well, tell me in 15 seconds or less about Seneca Wallace.
He's fast. He's extremely mobile, like Romo. He's like Vic. He's got a great arm, and I think today you'll see him rolling out. I don't think he's necessarily a quarterback that's going to stay in the pocket.
All right, Jimmy, you might like this one. Minnesota plays New England on Monday, and Vikings rookie head coach Brad Childress played 16 players on the injury report at the beginning of the week. Now, Belichick's been known to do this himself. Do you like this little dig at Belichick?
Oh, yeah, Bill does it because the league got onto him by not listing some of their players. I think Tom Brady's been on the injured list every day that he's been with New England. I mean, that's just kind of part of his deal.
No big deal.
No big deal.
It's more a shot at the league from Belichick's standpoint than it is the coaching staff.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Vikings or Patriots?
You know, I think the Patriots. I think the Patriots with Rashae Caldwell and Chad Jackson, their #1 pick. He missed most of camp. He's on the same page with him now. And Doug Gabriel, the guy that came over from the Raiders, he's on page now with the wide receivers.
All right, let me ask you about a big game going on tonight. Dallas traveling to Carolina. Now, we talked about Bledsoe and Romo earlier in the show, but what about Cowboys owner Jerry Jones saying he's sad and that this is a setback for the organization?
Good cop, bad cop?
Well, you know, I've been around him. You know, he is sad. I mean, because he had ideas that they were going to go to the Super Bowl.
This better get better.
No. I think Bill Parcells, I mean, you look at Bill Parcells' body language. You remember everybody's into this body language. At the start of the season, I think he thought they were going to be really good.
This team was built for this year to win.
I think they realized they're not going to be that good.
Mr. Unhappy Face, as you call him, Tuna, is toast?
Yeah, I think this is the last year, in my own opinion.
Yeah, my personal opinion, he's gone.
I think he's gone.
Yep.
Quit, fired.
Oh, they settle.
Okay, all right.
That's how you work those deals. You settle.
You ever know anything about that?
Been there before.
All right. Hey, Indy travels to Denver. Which team is actually the better squad?
You know, I think they're moving in the right direction in Indianapolis in terms of defense. They make a big acquisition last
That wasn't the question, Bucket.
Which one's better?
Give me one.
I'll go back to the same thing. Do you think that they could win the Super Bowl with Jake Plummer?
No.
Okay, well, there's your answer.
Why don't they put Plummer?
I think Indianapolis.
Okay, that's all we wanted.
All right, Denver's defense is the one that everybody's been talking about this year. They've given up only 2 touchdowns all season. How many will Peyton Manning have against them
This
today?
is by far, I think, the best offense that they've faced all year. They struggled out of the gate with St. Louis. I don't think they've seen an offense like this.
You didn't answer the question. Touchdown.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Answer the question.
You answer the question. Jerry Jones, hold on. Jerry's really sad. Jerry's really sad. And Bill's body language is really bad.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. We got an answer from Jimmy, at least. We talked about Peyton.
Hey, you and me, brother.
Right there, the Dallas connection, that's what it is.
Hitch your wagon to that right there, buddy.
Tell me, Peyton Manning, Donovan McNabb, Carson Palmer, which one do you take for a big game right now?
Ooh, I'd take Donovan McNabb right now.
Yes, Donovan McNabb.
Tom Brady. He wasn't in the list.
I'm going to take Tom Brady.
All right, final thing. It was reported this week the Chargers linebacker Sean Merriman tested positive for a steroid. Now, he's currently appealing the case. Merriman says he got the steroid taking a tainted vitamin supplement. Any sympathy for him at all?
You know what? I talked to his people today, and he took a supplement that was... The NFL puts out a list of supplements that they recommend. He took a supplement that was outside of that list. A lot of players in the league do that. And for you young guys out there, this is viable. This happens. Another NFL player took a supplement that was not on the NFL list, tested positive, was suspended, brought that supplement to the NFL. They tested the over-the-counter protein supplement. Listen to this, kids, and it was tainted with steroids. He's ready, willing, and able to take his suspension if, in fact, that is the case. Both sample A and sample B tested positive.
My question is, if it's an accident, why not sue the company? Because obviously they're costing money.
You make a good point, and they have narrowed it down to what they believe is one supplement, one particular supplement. And they feel strongly enough about this that there could be pending litigation against this particular
He's
company.
one kid that I watch interview. I believe that Merriman. I believe him. I think he's honest.
I like him now.
He's a likable guy. We've got many more likable guys coming your way with the last-minute news from around the NFL. But first, Green Bay's Donald Driver gets us all fired up.
These are the best hands in the league, baby. The best hands in the league.
Hey, Chuck.
I need access to data.
Okay.
It's in Germany.
Okay.
Oh, Bill, do I need to worry about hackers?
Bill?
Click on that app. Wow.
still the last week.
Please leave a message for
Bill. Where's Bill?
I wish I had.
A program or
Some kind of software. I'm envisioning a mobile workforce.
Our new CRM app is fully mobile.
Good.
How do I coordinate different warehouses, you know?
You know?
I know.
Bill, glad you're here. I think I just killed the printer.
When your infrastructure is ready for anything, your people are ready for anything.
He had a terrible cold.
Ear infection? Double. Wasn't it double ear infection?
I burned my hand, and then I hit my head.
I looked up insect bites. My roommate had bed bugs.
I couldn't sleep. I typed in anxiety, diabetes,
Pregnancy.
WebMD has information that used to be scattered in millions of places, all in one place.
Organized information.
Medically reviewed.
I'm always on WebMD.
I sprained my ankle, I fractured my foot, and broke my toe. I went to WebMD so many times, I got carpal tunnel syndrome.
WebMD. Better information, better health.
Disciplined investing. It's not about following the crowd. At T. Rowe Price, our independent research means we're not deceived by every market ripple, and we don't chase every fad. For each 1, 5, and 10-year period, over 70% of our mutual funds beat their Lipper average. Low-cost mutual funds from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Request a complete prospectus or profile with investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and other information to read and consider carefully before investing.
The most important part of any business walks through the front door every day. Make them ready. Microsoft. Software for the people-ready business. A desperate teen with no options.
No insurance.
They're gonna help you. I'll make them. Don't shoot!
Takes a hospital hostage to save his dying sister.
You know what happens if she dies, right? She checks out. We lose every minute.
Standoff returns at its new time, followed by House, Fox Tuesday. Viewer discretion advised.
All right, time now for our 2-minute drill as we get to the latest news from our game sites, beginning with Troy Aikman. Take it away, Troy.
Great game here today between two 4-2 teams. The story, however, today, as it has been all week, has been Chad Johnson. He has challenged D'Angelo Hall and says if he doesn't get the best of him, he will shave his mohawk. In fact, he wants Dick Stockton to do the game in the booth by himself so that I can get a first-hand look of his performance from the sidelines. With that kind of confidence, how could you not pick Chad Johnson as your fantasy player? Now let's go to New York and Tim Ryan.
All right, guys, the story here in New York has got to be about the weather. The wind is absolutely howling. They're calling for wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour today. Don't expect a lot in the passing game. My fantasy pick a barber. You look at both of them. Tiki leads the league in yards from scrimmage, but Rondé has more touchdowns. You make the pick. Let's go to Brian Baldinger. He's in Chicago.
It is a picture-perfect day here in Chicago. Blue skies, low winds for now. And the story in Chicago is the Bears at home. At Soldier Field, they've won 9 in a row, and in those 9 wins, they've held their opponents under 10 points in each victory. For that reason, I'm going to take the Bears defense as my fantasy pick here this afternoon. Now let's go to Green Bay, where Terry Donahue is standing by.
A beautiful day for football here in Green Bay. The big story for the Cardinals, a revamped offensive line. 3 players playing a different position this week as opposed to last. Most important, Reggie Wells playing right tackle, protecting the backside of left-handed quarterback Matt Leinart, my fantasy pick. Now to JC in KC.
It's well known here that Seneca Wallace is going to make his first start at quarterback for the Seahawks, but for Kansas City, Damon Heward injured his left groin in practice this week, missed Thursday and Friday, came out to warm up, did not look good. Don't be surprised if you see the rookie, Brody Croyle. That's why my fantasy pick is Larry Johnson. Now let's go back to the studio, and my man, not rerun, Curt Menefee.
All right, JC, you got my back.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Big old broad back it is.
People-ready matchups are today's best matchups, and let's begin with Jimmy. Which matchup do you like today?
Keyshawn Johnson, Terrell Owens. Keyshawn Johnson left Dallas because they didn't offer him enough money. They took the money and gave it to Terrell Owens. Got to be a little bit of ego involved with these two today.
Yeah, Bill Parcells said Keyshawn's one of his top 3 players or 4 players that he's had. Everyone's making a big deal out of the Chad Johnson, D'Angelo Hall matchup, where the matchup in that game could be Jason Webster versus T.J. Houshmandzadeh, the guy that has really benefited from a lot of the talk that Chad Johnson does. They pay so much attention to him. Houshmandzadeh.
Well, I'm going to go with the rookie left tackle with the Chargers, Marcus McNeil out of Auburn, and he's going to be up against Leonard Little. I believe that's his name, that great defensive end for the Rams. Now, they gave up 9 sacks so far. They got 4 last week. versus the Chiefs. And I'll tell you right now, Chargers better be ready, because I think, you know what could happen today? I think the Rams...
Let me ask you one question. Doesn't Leonard Little play left end?
Yeah, but they flop him, Howard.
Okay.
You study your stuff like I do, you know they flop him over. I used to play him.
Now, here's what I've got to ask Howie now, and you can't be on the fence.
Okay.
Where does T.O. rank with Bill Parcells as far as his favorite players?
Boy, I think the verdict's still out on the player.
See, we still can't even get an answer. Folks, I apologize to Howard not giving you an answer.
For more information, go to FoxSports.com/PeopleReady for the Microsoft People Ready matchups. We will be back for those of you getting a late game to set you all up for St. Louis and San Diego. The rest of you, out to the stadiums for kickoffs right after this.
Get us out of here, rerun.
Okay, guys, check this out. Ran the numbers. It looks like if you insure your car and your home with us, this is how much money we're going to save you. That's what I'm talking about, baby! Yes! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
State Farm's got football fever.
It's a good rate.
You'll get it, too. To see how your car and home can save you money, call an agent or visit statefarm.com.
With Dell, no middlemen means no runaround. So nothing slows my business down. I get just the technology I want from someone who's always there to answer for it. No excuses. And that's what I really needed. A partner who's as quick and responsive as the bikes we build.
Dell PowerEdge 2950 servers feature the reliability of dual-core Intel Xeon processors. It's your enterprise, so every Dell solution is purely you.
For each of us, there's a moment of discovery. We see that all of life is elemental. And as we marvel at element bonding with element, we soon realize that when you add the human element to the equation, the chemistry changes. We find a way of seeing that gives us a way of touching. Issues, ambitions, lives. The human element. Nothing is more fundamental. Nothing more elemental.
All finished.
Okay,
You can do the same, son.
see you soon.
With best-in-class towing and best-in-class payload, Bold steps up.
I can't believe I heard.
Bold moves. They happen every day.
Fox Tuesday at its new time. Will House sacrifice one patient to save another?
I'd die for her. Dude, she's in a coma. Who are you trying to impress?
Plus, the one complication House never expected.
With the right to remain silent.
All new House. Viewer discretion advised. Tuesday at 9/8 Central on Fox.